Hey everyone, my name is Eddie Hood, and this is my Kickstarter video to open the brick and mortar store called Edgewater Bookstore. This is something I've been working on for a long time. If you followed me, I'm the host of the Readwell podcast, where each week I talk about how to read slowly, take notes, and apply the ideas. The whole point of this thing is to help us get the most out of the books that we love, and that's the bookstore I'm trying to build. This has been my dream since I was 14 years old, and the perfect property has come onto the market within the past few weeks, and I am just scrambling to try and get there and get a down payment for this thing. But I cannot do this on my own, and I've had a few people email me asking how they can donate to this cause, and I thought it would be really great if we could do a Kickstarter campaign, and if everybody gave just a couple bucks, we could actually get there. Now, I'm going to be walking you through the different tiers of donation and what you get, because I'm trying to make this really valuable for you as well. I'm going to walk you through how the Kickstarter campaigns work, because we have to hit a couple rules to make this a great experience for everybody. And then I'm going to take you in the car, and we're going to go look at the property. Okay, let's start with why I'm doing this. Well, okay, so starting a bookstore is an expensive endeavor. Now, in the beginning, I'm going to be putting about $100,000 of my own money into this, but that's still not enough. The building itself, I have to come up with 10 to 20% as a down payment on the loan. That alone is going to be anywhere between $90,000 and $180,000, right? So, but then also, we need to fill this bookstore with all of the great books that we want to read, and so the inventory has to be built up. Now, as I mentioned, I'm going to put $100,000 of my own money into this in the beginning, and I'll be putting a bunch more in. But what I need to do is try and get a little bit more in the beginning for that down payment. So my goal with this Kickstarter campaign is to hit a $25,000 donation mark, which is, I know is just a ton of money, but here's my thought. There are almost 7,000 people that get my weekly newsletter every week, where I talk about books and reading and tips, and I get the chance to email all of you. I was thinking, if everybody gave just a couple bucks, like $10, we'd be at $70,000. That's enough for a huge part of that down payment. So that's what we're doing. I've set the goal low, though, at $25,000, which would make it possible for us to actually complete the Kickstarter campaign. That's important, because if we don't hit the goal, Kickstarter doesn't fund everything. It doesn't go through. The whole campaign just kind of goes away. You don't get the rewards that I'm able to give you. Edgewater doesn't get the donation money, and it's just like a failed project. So we need to hit at least that $25,000 mark, at which point it's a success. And then anything beyond that we raise will help for the building itself and the inventory. Okay, so let's talk about the 6 different donation tiers. Now, I'm really excited about these, and I sat back and thought, what's something I can do that will help everybody in the community feel like they're getting something of value? So the first tier is just a $10 donation, a one-time $10 donation. And what I did is I went through my whole library and thought, if I'm going to, or if I had to rebuild my own library, what are the books that I would absolutely buy that I could not live without? Now, I know there are thousands more than this, but I came up with a list of 89 books, and this is a downloadable PDF I'll send to you for your $10 donation. You'll get it, and when you do, it's going to have the title. It's all alphabetized by author, but then each one has a simple summary to tell you what the book's about, along with 3 questions to help you get more out of that book, sort of thoughtful, conversational type questions that you can journal about or think through. I've also rated each book, not in terms of its quality. These are all 5-star books for me, but I've rated them on a scale of 1 to 10 for difficulty, 1 being a super easy, breezy read, and 5 being like, this is really technical. You're going to really need to spend a lot of time with this, okay? So 89 books. It'll come in a PDF digital download for you, and that should be a really, really valuable tool. I've spent days and days building this thing. I'm so excited for you to get it. Now, the second tier is just $25. This would make a massive difference to the bookstore. And a while back, I created my most popular course online. I actually charge $30 for it, $1 a day, if you buy it separately. It's called the 30-Day Focused Reader. You get a video each day that you can start your reading moment with, and it sort of inspires you and gets you to dial your brain in, gives you some exercises, and you're going to work through a book of your choice over the course of that month and really get the most out of it. That is a digital course I've built. All of the videos are done for you. So you'll get that course plus the 89 books on that list. You're going to get everything there for just the $25 donation. The third tier is a lot of fun. I make these things all by myself, and you'll notice that each tier builds on itself. So they all include the previous things. This is a $50 donation, which would be so generous and so very helpful. I'm including one of my custom notebooks that I make by hand. This is the nonfiction notebook here, and you can apply it to any nonfiction book that you're reading, whether it be philosophy or whatever. And it walks you through a highlighting system that I use, along with several questions to help you get the most out of it. And then, of course, 3 of my notebooks that I make at Edgewater that are the Read Deeply bookmarks. And the point of these are to help you track your daily reading habits so that you can sit down and stay focused every day and really make progress in the books that you love. So these will be included at the Tier 3 level. Now, the Tier 4 level is really cool. This one takes a bit of a step up because it's really big in terms of what you get. So I host a book club every week on Tuesday nights. It's live, and a whole bunch of people are there. Really, really great community. I record those events so that if you can't make them, which a lot of people can't come to live events, which I get, those recordings are there for you. It's just a really great way to experience a proactive reading community. So the 4th tier, which is $150, includes a full year of membership to that book club, which is usually $12 a month. Okay, and that one-time donation, you'll get the list of 89 books. You'll get all the cool stuff. You'll get the 30-day focused reader class. You'll get the notebook and the bookmarks, and then you'll get a year of the book club. That does not include the cost of the books we read in book club, of course, but those you can work through on your own. So that's Tier 4 for $150. Okay, there's 2 more left for people who really, really want to help out. I've had a couple people say, hey, this is a really cool thing to have this kind of bookstore in the community, and they've wanted to give more. So if you're that kind of person, first of all, thank you for supporting the local bookstore community and for helping us out. But Tier 5 is the deep reading course. So it comes with everything we've talked about. It is a significant investment of $350. I know it's a lot. It's a lot for me. It's a lot for everybody. But what that comes with, in addition to all of this, is sorry, I'm laughing. I feel like I'm on an infomercial or something. I'm not good at asking for things. I'm really struggling with this video. Don't like asking for help. It's hard for me to do. But in this tier, I've put together a 30-day live deep reading course that I'm hosting in November. We're going to be reading The Death of Ivan Ilyich by Leo Tolstoy. It's a short novella. This is The Death of Ivan Ilyich, and we're going to be reading this each day for about 30 minutes and talking deeply about it. Now, why would we do this book? Well, for one, it's small, but 2, it is probably one of the most impactful books I've ever read on getting meaning out of your life. This is the story of a man who is on his deathbed, and he's sort of asking himself, did I live well? And he comes to terms with what that means. And it is one of the most philosophically dense, powerful books you'll ever read. So to read it together with you and I live in person each day for a month will be transformative. In that class, I'll also be teaching my note-taking system and a whole bunch of other stuff. So that course alone was about $250. So that's how I'm bundling this in. So for the donation level of $350, you'll get that course plus 12 months of the book club plus all the other stuff, okay? Now the last level is for the people who just really want to go all out and are so excited to see Edgewater Bookstore come to fruition. And this is a one-on-one coaching session with me. We'll get on the phone together and we're going to talk about your reading strategy. Any questions you have specific about note-taking, you'll have my full attention, and we will just spend time going over the books that you love, if you have questions about the books that I love, and so on. And I know that one's a bit of a stretch, but I hope that if you sort of find value in everything that I'm doing and you have some extra money to help out, that would be really great. Okay, so that is those are the different tiers of donation that we're working on here. Now I'm going to take you in the car and let's go look at the building that's hit the market. And the reason why I'm so excited about this is because we're talking about real estate here, right? I don't want somebody else to buy this building first. I've been looking at this for a location like this for about 3 years now, and there's just not a building like this anywhere, and it's here. So let's go check it out. Okay, first of all, let's take a look at where we are today. This is Edgewater Bookstore as it stands right now. We've got John Steinbeck with us. We've got James Baldwin up here. This is serving as an office space that has kept us pretty busy. This is where we do all of the shipping for when you order books from Edgewater. Got all the bookmarks here and what have you. Here's some of the inventory that I've built up over time, and then this messy space over here is where I make the notebooks for you and other things. Now if we come into here, you'll see where I store the rest of the inventory. These are our books at the moment, so they're all on shelves. I need to get some of them reordered. So much fun. And then this is where we grind and seal all of the coffee. I keep all of my roasted coffee in these bins for you. And then you'll recognize this spot. This is where I film my weekly podcast for you. I've got the background here, all of these big crazy lights. And you've seen over the years as this has sort of developed, this is the coffee station I've built out and a few other things. Now, this space is kind of going away, not by my choice. So it's kind of good timing that we're getting into actually having potentially, hopefully, a real bookstore with your help. So now let's go out the door here and we're gonna go see the new bookstore, hopefully. So this space that we're going to is going to be located in Bountiful, Utah. So if you've ever been in Utah, I would love for you to come and see me. And sort of the plan here is that I need to get moved in first, and it's going to take a while because I need to build out all of the bookcases and the lighting. I really want this place to be something special, not just the typical, room with some books in it. I want people to walk in and feel complete wonder. I want them to get lost. And the great thing about this building is that it was built in 1933, and so it's got that old style architecture where there are tons of cubbies and rooms and random places to sort of go and hide and explore great books. It was actually a home built by an architect, so it was at one point a residence. And he made it for him and his family, and it is just this sort of winding, meandering, beautiful house. I'm so excited to show you. I can't go in because I don't have the keys at this moment. There are businesses and they're actively operating, but I'll walk you around the property and show you what it looks like. I want you to imagine this as Edgewater Bookstore. Let's go check it out. Now the thing I want to point out is that this building is on a major roadway. It's a very busy road, which would be great for retail. We could put a big sign out here, welcome to Edgewater Bookstore. But yeah, just look how busy this place is. And the nice thing is that all of the shopping district is right down here, and it's just tons and tons of traffic all day long. Can you guys imagine pulling into this driveway and parking back here and then hanging out here for some books, some philosophy, some great coffee? I'm really excited. We're talking about buying real estate here. So if this building gets purchased before I can raise enough money for the down payment, then we will use that money it'll just sit in savings until we find a building that is similar. And that is what we're going to do. This money will not be used for other things. It will be reserved for a physical Edgewater bookstore, so that this little sticker right here can one day be on a big sign. The second question that I'm going to get here is, will this be documented? Absolutely. I'm a YouTuber. So if we can get into this building, then every step of the way will be documented on YouTube. You can follow along with the actual building of it, the build out, the acquisition of the inventory. So if you've ever wanted to know anything about starting a bookstore, you're going to see all of my wins, my losses, and everything else in turning this space into the one we just toured. So that's it. That's Edgewater Bookstore, and that's the next phase of what I'm trying to do here. And if you find it possible in your heart to help out, that would be great. Again, if everybody in the community on the newsletter just was able to donate $10, which I get is also a lot of money, but if we were able to do that with almost 7,000 people on the newsletter, we would raise $70,000, which would help cover that down payment and stock up inventory for the community. So what a wonderful thing that would be. Now, this specific Kickstarter, like I mentioned, is going to last for about 30 days. And the reason why it's a short window like that is because real estate goes quickly, and I'm trying to beat the other buyers is what I'm doing here. Also, just as a reminder, if we don't hit that $25,000 mark as a minimum, then nothing can happen. And so this is an all or nothing program. That's a Kickstarter rule, not mine. It's just how it's designed. So if we don't achieve that minimum, I won't be able to send out all of the rewards and everything. You won't be charged money. Just nothing will happen. Okay. And I think that's it. That's the last thing I want to say. It means a lot to me that you're here, that you've supported me over the years, as you've read my newsletter, as you've gone through book club with me, as you've been watching me on Facebook and YouTube. And if you find any value in what I'm doing, if it's helped you out in any way, this is just a really great way to sort of make the community take it to the next step. So as always, remember to read slowly, take notes, and apply the ideas. And thank you for your help.